Oh, pause out. Part 2. We're back. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that's right. Hold on, pause. We gotta put. Okay, introduce us back to our show, our intern. Welcome to part 2. We're gonna continue with the legalities of how you can get around the
liquor business.
The liquor business.
I have no idea. Like I told you, I mean, I suppose you just look up the federal and the state regulations
here's the thing.
it. But I mean, do you really want to sell booze? I'd rather sell pot than booze.
Which is an easier game to get into?
Pot.
Shut the fuck up.
Pot. Because it's still in that gray area where
alcohol is definitely illegal.
No, alcohol is definitely legal. So alcohol is definitely regulated.
Then maybe they're one and the same.
It's all regulating a vice. Okay, it's all the government telling you what you can smoke, eat, drink, inject, fuck, whatever. It's them getting into your business.
There's certain foods you can't serve here in America. I mean, obviously that pate shit going on, but
you can't serve pate in America.
Well, goose liver. Now it's back. You can, but there was like
foie gras.
Foie gras. You couldn't eat it for a year.
Why?
PETA people kind of type.
PETA people. They're so fucking stupid.
But how? All right. Is it lucrative for Fish and Corn to get into this thing and chase down?
It's more lucrative to get into the pot business.
And is it lucrative to chase down? Why isn't every Joe Schmo making a grow operation and farming?
Why aren't they all farming? Well, think about it. A grow operation, to make it commercially viable, needs to make sure that you're generating a crop on a regular basis big enough to support a commercial distribution network. Okay? So for that you need a lot of square footage, you need a lot of lights, you need access to water.
We're talking like 50 to 60K of investment if you were to do this. Right.
Well, no, you're not even talking 50 to 60. You're maybe talking $20,000, okay? To get a sea of green operation going such that it could pay for itself within a couple of harvests.
Sea of green, for you guys that are out there, is...
They know what sea of green is, and if they don't know what sea of green is, fuck them.
Look it up. You could probably have this on another YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
But
you're still talking about $20,000 to get into it.
Yeah, I mean, all right, we both have jobs here on the outside. I mean, do the viewers know what you do? I mean,
yeah.
We've told them.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't said, but I'm in sales. But Mr. Corn does something else. I don't know. It's for him to tell you what he wants to, what he does. But anyways, it's perfectly easy. Then you say
it's not easy. The problem is this:
making money is always hard.
Most people, there are impediments to entry into the market. Okay, say you come across a truck full of pot tomorrow. Okay,
no, I mean, it's always having the fence. Can you fence the shit?
Can you sell it?
Can you sell it?
Can you sell it in such a way that you can get rid of it before the commodity goes bad? Okay, before it's substantially shrunk by, spoilage or theft or
bad Vicodin,
whatever.
Yeah.
The point is, you got to move it, right? So if you've got X supply, then you have to have the distribution network to move X supply.
Because if this shed were full of cocaine, there is no way in hell I could get rid of it.
No, I mean, I don't know the people to move that kind of product. It's just not something in my wheelhouse. And it's not something in most people's wheelhouse. But the thing is this, that pot, especially here in California, has gotten to the point where it's essentially recreational. Everybody has a medical marijuana card. Anybody who has a brain and smokes weed has gone out, paid the $100 and something to get some doctor to say, yeah, it'll help you sleep. Sign a form, and then you take this form to the 15, 20 different, pirate operations throughout any given city that just want to cover their ass for selling you a gram of weed.
But here's the thing, if you did it under the wire...
You don't have to, that's the point.
Then why isn't anybody doing this?
Okay, well, see, in San Diego proper, they were doing it, and then the city decided, oh no, we're shutting this shit down. Now you got to get a license from us, right? The thing is, they can only regulate storefronts. They can't regulate delivery services. So if you go to the various and sundry web search applications out there that help you find people that sell pot.
Yeah.
There are hundreds of delivery services in San Diego.
That's the thing. The market's flooded.
The delivery services, yes.
How would your approach be if you wanted to be successful in the marijuana business? What would you do? It seems like the market's fucking...
No, the exact same thing.
He said hundreds of...
Yes, and they're all in business. Do you understand what that means? It means that all of them are making enough money
to pay their bills?
Pay their bills and continue to operate.
But here's the thing. When I think about business outside of our whatever jobs, which you get a budget for, I'm thinking about these like...
You want a storefront.
No, not that. I want income.
Well, see, there's storefronts here.
I don't care about the storefront at this point.
You want a river of cash.
I want to make product because I'm working on some other gourmet stuff.
Well, the river of cash in that respect is edibles and just setting up a network.
Point blank, it's about making food with this shit.
It's about
another
making food
product.
With this shit. Yeah, it's about making food with it because the problem with the weed itself is, well, then you got to have a storefront and this, that, and the other, and blah blah blah, and people to bud tenders and all that shit. For those of you who have no experience in the dispensary experience, it's kind of weird. You go in there, you show them your card, okay, and you walk in there, and there's
it's all a myth. I don't know how does it look. Do they range?
Okay,
because you're talking to somebody who I look at
take
places.
Your average.
Are really some high end, like you go in there, it's like Gucci.
I don't know.
But you've been enough of them,
I've
right?
been to probably 12 of them. Right?
So a dozen of them?
And they all look the same.
Because why?
They all look like
all
your
vape shops
standard
look the same.
head shop, okay? But instead of bongs, it's now just these little glass counters with 3 dozen mason jars on the top and second shelf.
But have they gotten into like POPs? Like point of purchase displays. I mean, has it got that, or is it still just like a old fashioned herb store?
Some of them will have like the one that this one that I go to has 2 big screen TVs, right? And on each of them is the what do you call it? The smokables, the various strains, what the price is.
POP?
Yeah.
Nicely done, POP.
Nicely
I'm not
done.
talking
No. It's this big screen.
Office Depot.
And their POP thing, it's actually the girl walks up to you with her little iPad, asks you for your name, and then fills out your order, and then processes it, takes your donation, and then gives you your stuff. Okay. So it isn't like a 7-Eleven where somebody's scanning something. I mean, they walk you through the whole process, and they have the weed itself, and then they have all these edibles, different types
showcases.
Of chocolates. Are
the showcases usually grungy or?
No, all of these places are pristine. They're all very clean. They're all over.
Can you chill out?
Air conditioned. Seats? Well, there's seats out in the lobby. Okay.
Couches.
There's seats and couches out in the lobby. This is a
medicine thing.
Because you can't come in unless you have a card.
And you're there for medical reasons.
And so you're not going to be in there and just moping around. So your buddy can wait out in the lobby. Usually they have Sports Center or whatever playing out there, and it's all right.
Could someone really that's not licensed get in the lobby or no?
Oh, you can get in the lobby, but you can't go in.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you can get in the lobby, but you can't go in.
Okay.
All right. But all of these places sell exactly the same products. Okay, there is no differentiation between them, and I think that the market is such that the only place you're gonna make money in this shit
is the edibles.
Is the edibles or in the processing of this stuff.
Making the edibles.
Yes, that's it. I mean, if you want, you can.
Would it be if you say you wanted to get into the edible business? Is it better to grow your own shit or buy it?
Depends on how much stuff you're moving. I mean, it's like any other product. I mean, if you make a cookie for a living,
it would be best sense to.
It would make sense to grow it yourself, but if you don't have enough to keep up with demand, then you go out and purchase it. I mean, at the end of the day, the beauty of edibles is you're not dependent on any particular strain. All you're doing is you're extracting hash oil and putting it into the various recipes.
What's the best way to extract hash? oil for this if you were to make food? How
There's an industrial process for it. There was a piece on CNBC a couple of weeks ago covering this thing. There was this guy who was making oil extractors for lavender, okay, or what he thought was lavender. And he was making 6 or 7 of these a year, and he kept getting calls from California for these lavender oil extractors, and he didn't understand that they weren't extracting oil from lavender; they were extracting oil from pot. And then he decides,
I've seen those on Amazon.
Well, those oil extractors,
they're not expensive.
That's it.
Maybe 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, that's it.
On your stove, kind of shit.
Basically.
Because I think they're stove operated, to tell you the truth.
Well, no, the ones that this guy makes are industrial grade. They're big machines.
Oh, those.
Because you're talking about volume.
Okay, but what about like a home starting off operation?
No, you'd want to go with volume. That's the only way that makes sense.
So you can't be Seaport Village chocolatier. You got to be Hershey's if you're gonna go for it.
No, you can be Seaport Village chocolatier, but if you're going to invest in the equipment to do this shit, go with the high-end stuff.
How much are we talking for that thing?
I have no idea.
Because, getting a couple ovens, you could do this shit out of your house almost.
Industrial oil extractors somewhere else.
But I'm just saying, if someone were to go
to... let's say it's $5,000. What's the big deal? I mean, what does a commercial kitchen cost you?
A lot cheaper than that. Yeah. But anyways, food for thought. We're at our 10-minute. We are on our anniversary.
Wait a minute. This was 50?
50 episodes.
Oh, shit. 50 episodes.
Yeah, we're around. Yeah, no, I think this may be like 49 or maybe 51. 50. Well, we're in there. This is celebratory. So we made a certain milestone. We'll keep it coming. Stay in school because we're back to school, and we'll see you in a couple minutes. We're going to do a quick break ourselves.